done, and it's Jones in at the small forward. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's Edey, and it goes down 2 points. Edey's got the first points up on the board here for the Grizzlies.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Dunn. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The three from Morant. And it's James Harden with the rebound. And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. There's the pick. And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Eubanks. Leonard with this screen on Jackson. They grab their own miss. Leonard the pass to Jones. This one for three. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Jones.
Oh, and the D, you got to get out on that, or Harden will make you pay.
Right, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Chalk up two there.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Harden with it. Lets the three fly. Done outside. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Leonard, no luck. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Dunn. Harden looking it over. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Harden's got 6 points.
I think there's just no limit to Harden's range, even from way downtown. This guy is a threat to score.
And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now here's Harden. 6 points for him.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Personal foul. First team foul.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Remaining in the first.
Leonard finds Eubanks. 6 to shoot. Fires the three. Edey with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Harden, no good.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
1:10 left in the first quarter. Leonard, no luck.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
It's stolen by Jones. And Jones slams it in.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Now here's Morant for three. A kick out to Bain. Morant against Dunn. Clock at 4. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Moran. The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Harden finds Leonard. Harden with a screen on Jackson. Leonard the pass to Harden. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Harden. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 9. Morant outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Jones is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then it's Harden, and it's done in at the 2. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Clippers trail by 6. Leonard the pass to Jones. Leonard looking over the floor. Jones sets the pick for Leonard. And it falls over the rim and in. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The 3 from Morant. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. The shot off that time. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. Pass to Leonard. And it's done in the corner. Clock at 6. Back to Leonard. Let's go. Rebounded by Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant with a wide open look. Morant with another miss.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Harden, no good. Grizzlies have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Morant passes to Jackson. He gets that one. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for Memphis.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The 3 from Harden. It's good from long range. Harden's got 12. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
So it's the Clippers now. After the three-pointer from Desmond Bane. Jones sets the pick for Leonard. A floater. Leonard finagling one in close.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Jackson a screen on Harden. Payne for 3s. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. And here is Los Angeles now. The Grizzlies making the shot. And yes, it's good. 14 points for him.
An offensive juggernaut. It's fun watching Harden go out and just take over.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Now, Kennard, after Norman Powell missed from long range. Kennard against Bogdanovich. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's Bogdanovich. It's Powell on the wing. Good as it goes. Buried from outside. And I don't know. I think we may see.
2 minutes are allowed to review the last play.
The teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drumline. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Clark. Williams is out there with G.G. Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Pippen in at the point guard position.
Well, that's basically a warm-up three for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Back to Simmons. The Clippers get another chance here. The shot by Powell, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Kennard takes the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
Jackson dishes to Williams. He tries for 3. Powell pulls it in. Clippers trail by 12. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Williams against Powell. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line. So hard to ask for much more than that.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Clark. Back to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. LA's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Simmons slams it in.
And that's Simmons at his best. So good at navigating the open floor.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Kennard for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Coffey. No scoring in this one. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Jackson, a screen on Bogdanovich. Kennard finds Jackson. Pass to Clark. Back to Jackson. Zubac against Clark. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Brown is checked in for Zubac. Clippers trail by 5. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Pippen for 3. That one misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And a wide open look for Simmons. Los Angeles with another miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Williams looking around. And the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
3-pointer. Los Angeles with another miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him. And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Simmons. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Bucket is good. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
Jackson passes to Clark. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Back to Pippen. The 3. Powell pulls it in. Outside, Simmons. Now here's Powell. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Memphis in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Ben Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Powell. Then there's Brown. And it's Coffey in at the 4. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And the length of Simmons using this as well as that athleticism to pull in the offensive rebound.
Payne for 3. Wells dishes to Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. The second chance effort. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The three from Morant. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And look at Morant getting bold at the arc. When he's feeling it, you really have to watch him out there.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Morant drives in.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Bane passes to Jackson. Bane against Harden. For the three. Outside for Jackson. Now here's Wells. Defended by Jones. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Inside. And he dunks it down.
There's the unselfishness of Kawhi Leonard, keeping his teammates involved.
Jackson, a screen on Harden. To the inside. Pass to Edey. Back to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down.
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
A three from Leonard. Dunn with it. Outside Leonard. Dunn kicks to Leonard. Jones sets the pick for Leonard. And the three off target. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. It's Morant with the drop. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on James Harden. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. That they're having no problem finding shots in that area.
Jones sets the pick for Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Leonard with a screen on Morant.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions to that height and reach. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. The three from Harden. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Memphis.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for John Morant.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Down against Morant on the Wayne Bane. Right side Jackson. A three from Morant. And the three ball is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This was a very... All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
Well, Grant, what? Should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. We've got Butler. Stephen Curry is out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. Nails it from 3.
In total control on that possession. Kawhi just reading the defense and taking it himself.
On the wing, Curry. The jumper from the wing, off target.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Dunn shot is good.
And that was a good read from Leonard. Noticing the overcommitment and exploiting it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him? Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, he made it! It's good!
Oh,
it is good!
That just
he
happened.
somehow made it!
That just happened.
Jones with a screen on Green. Leonard for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Leonard's got 6.
The response from the claw. Leonard really wanted that 3.
Curry looking it over. Butler on the wing. Defended by Jones. Here's Post. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's going to go on Drew Eubanks.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Good on both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Jones drives in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Terrific recognition from Harden. He has a sixth sense when it comes to getting guys open.
Outside Curry. Uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Harden against Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones with a screen on Green. Leonard for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. And here's Butler outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Eubanks. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Butler with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
What an athlete Harden is. Gets off the ground so fast to hammer it down.
To the middle. And it's hammered home by Green.
And although he's undersized in his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Dunn, the pass to Harden. It's stolen by Curry. From deep three-point land. They get the rebound. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 10.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Green against Leonard. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. The 3 from Curry. Rebound by the Clippers. On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Curry. Dunn, the pass to Eubanks. Leonard on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Butler. Golden State has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. The 3 from Curry. Jones grabs the board. And stolen by Green. Jacks up a 3. That one is off. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Especially on the road, you want to come in aggressive. Let everyone in this arena know that you are here to play.
On the floor for the Warriors, they've got Stephen Curry. Butler out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Gary Payton II, and it's post in at center. The shot by Eubanks, no good. The Warriors leading. And a deep 3 from Curry. Payton passes to Curry. From downtown. And again, no good by Golden State.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Harden from outside. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Oh, Curry doing what he does best.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities.
You knew it was coming because Steph, this man loves a good duel.
And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Harden. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Leonard for 3. From deep. Leonard beyond the line.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Now here's Curry. Defense is right there.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Pass to Payton. Back to Curry from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Eubanks, he's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Jones driving in and then jammed it down as he goes right over Jimmy Butler.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Jones, the pass to Eubanks. Just 5 to shoot. Jones sets a screen. The shot by Eubanks, no good. Warriors trail by 3. Payton with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Butler. Outside for Green. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Dunn. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Dunn's got 5 points in the quarter.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now here's Curry, defended by Dunn. 4-3. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Three-pointer, Harden. The rebound by Post. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. It's stolen by Leonard. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. And it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
Now he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by a healthy 8. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Bogdan Bogdanović is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Coffey in at the 4-man position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And it's Simmons missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Hield. They get it again. And And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
It's his first trip to the line. Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's something you did very well.
Wow, a compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt, or I would have been out of the league sooner than I wanted to. You have to be able to adapt or die. That's what this league is about. So fluid in the open floor. Love seeing Simmons look to score in these situations.
Podziemski knocks down the long J. Podziemski's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Banked it in off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Podziemski off target with the 3. The Clippers lead by 7. Bogdanovich on the wing. 90 seconds into the second half now. Zubac finds Powell. Zubac screen. 4 on the clock. Looney grabs a miss.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Pass to Coffey. It's tipped. Simmons up top. Here's Zubac. For 3. And there's Simmons on the assist by Zubac. 5 points in the game.
Quick shooting from Simmons. Nice setup by his team on that catch and shoot.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Love the assertive approach from Simmons, refusing to let the contact get to him.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. Bogdanovich from long range. Warriors with the rebound. And here's Kuminga for 3. That shot, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Powell outside. Podziemski with it. Picked up by Simmons. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Wow, Kuminga gets back in a flash.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Gets stolen by Hield. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And the basket by Looney. Now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a 1-possession game. Well done.
3-pointer. Coffey can't get it to go. Golden State has got 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Kuminga's shot is off. Zubac passes to Powell. There's the triple. Connects from downtown.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Warriors trail by 4. Looney the screen. Here's Santos. Sinks the tray.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Powell finds Bogdanovich. Here's Coffey. Powell, a screen on Kuminga. Here's Coffey. Offensive board. To the paint. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
For 3, Powell. Doesn't go that time. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the floor for the Warriors, Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Gary Payton second. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the 5. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The Warriors leading. Now here's Curry. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Jones. And then jammed it down as he goes right over Jimmy Butler.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Curry, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. On the wing, Jones. Butler covering. And Jones, good for 3. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D? Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches.
Dunn's shot is good.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Warriors trail by 6. And a deep 3 from Curry. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
And when Curry is shooting while in rhythm, he is lights out. Nothing you can do to stop him.
Leonard with a screen on Payton. Leonard outside. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Eubanks. Screen by Leonard. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now. Fires away from way outside. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea. That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Green, a screen. Takes a 3. Drills it from deep. Curry's got 25 points.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
Outside Harden. Dunn outside. Leonard against Payton. Unloads. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. From behind the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Jones. Clock at 6. Jones with a screen on Green. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Eubanks, he's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Posts. And that comes off the assist by Green. And the Warriors lead by 2. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflection.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Curry passes to Payton. Back to Curry. We've got 1:13 left to play in the fourth quarter. The three. No luck on that one. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Right side Jones. Pass to Harden. Screen by Leonard. Here's the three. Warriors with the rebound. Oh, stolen by Harden. Eubanks with it. Oh, he nails it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And it's good!
Oh, man, what a bucket by Leonard. His team counts on him when time is short because he can handle the pressure.
Harden against Curry. And that's a foul. Called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
And here's Simmons. From deep three-point range. Misses the shot. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. Payton is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Butler, and it's Green, and it's Post in at the 5 down low. Morant looking around. Pass to Jackson. It's tipped. And the wide open shot from Green. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's an aggressive play from Draymond going with the pull-up.
Now here's Wells. From past the arc, cans it from downtown.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Payton against Morant. The shake. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And here is Bane after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Bane, no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And it's Green, missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. On the wing, Bane. Memphis moving it around. Drills it from outside. Morant's got 5 points so far.
More of a dribble drive guard, but the defense can't forget about Ja's ability outside the arc. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now Jackson, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Launches it, and again it's Memphis with the 3.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Memphis leading by 9. In the corner, it's Payne. Three-pointer, Butler, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's how you share the ball. They got what they wanted, and Butler put the finishing touches on it.
Payne for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Curry dishes to Payton. Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
And you can see how the entire arc is open for Curry. There's no part of it where he's timid about shooting.
love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
30 seconds left in the first. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Payne against Payton. Lets the three fly. Edey gets the bucket.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Green with a screen on Morant. And the Warriors miss again.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 9. And will be... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
Morant is the point with Payne out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Wells. And it's Edey in at center, locking down the middle. That's the group from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Warriors trail by 9. Brent, Draymond Green's resume speaks for itself. What's he do, though, that we may not see or appreciate?
Well, Kevin, Draymond Green does such a great job of being a connector and communicator defensively. It is remarkable the way that he can impact every position on the floor by the way he uses both his position and his voice. Forget about the offense. Draymond takes on the challenge every night defensively, and that makes him elite.
A kick out to Payne. Sinks the triple. Payne's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Curry can't get it to go. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Here's Edey. It's Jackson atop the key. 5 to shoot. It's Morant with the drop.
And you're just asking to get burned when you get Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Stephen Curry, what a shooter.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Morant outside. This one for 3. Pass to Wells. Over Butler. The shot by Wells, no good. Warriors trail by 8. The tray. They get it again. Here's Green. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, Draymond just eating glass that time on the inside, finding some room, carving out space. Great activity.
Payne for 3. Rebound by Butler. Warriors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. The shot by Payton, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
There's a good screen. On its way from Curry for 2. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Morant, right side. Pass to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Morant missing. Warriors trail by 9. Now Podziemski. Guarded by Morant. Back to Kuminga. Driving inside. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how brilliant throwdown.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting.
The Warriors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. All right, Brent, quickly. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow. Great sign for the offense when Kennard can start to handle the ball and make plays like that.
Stolen by Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Kennard. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Huff. Outside for Pippen. Here's Stephens. Jackson in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Warriors trail by 12. Podziemski with it. He has yet to score. No coverage that time.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Kennard for 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Memphis. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And get ready for the fans at courtside.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Podziemski out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Kevon Looney. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Kuminga in at the 4 slot. And it's good for 2. Kennard's got 7 points in the game. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother, Powell, play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Looney. Kennard, the pass to Pippen. Back to Kennard. Here's Huff. Defended by Looney. Huff, no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Kuminga, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Kennard up top. 10 points for him. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
Pajemski finds Kuminga. Three-pointer. Rebound by Williams. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. A nice shot by Moody. Moody's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous laps there defensively.
That's a 2 from Kennard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 9. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Looney. Back to Pajemski. Kuminga against Pippen. Here's Looney. That's a 2 from Heels. And he's on the money with his first shot today.
Well, Hield is so dangerous wherever he is on the floor. As long as the ball is in his hands, you have to think that he's a threat.
Down low. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Pajemski, guarded by Pippen. From deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Williams passes to Jackson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Jackson's got his second bucket tonight.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots in the game right here.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. Both free throws good from Kuminga. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Kennard on the wing. 12 points for him. Warriors trail by 6. Curry deciding where to go with it. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Williams dishes to Jackson. Back to Williams. Puts it up from 17, and the shot falls short this time. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Puts up a deep 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Memphis leading by 6. Deflects the pass. Butler with the steal. Payton kicks to Curry. Three-pointer. Steph, perfection from the arc.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Grizzlies lead by 3. And when we... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Morant is the point, with Bain out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Curry against Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Man, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's Curry with the 3. The offensive rebound, and Green is right there.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Morant. Rebound by Butler.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Goes up from the top of the key. Up again. Wells grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Curry against Morant. Up top, Curry. Jacks up a 3. Again, Curry missing.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Curry way outside, and the Warriors miss again.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
First team foul.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Left side, Bain connects from three-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in, and it's Gary Payton the second with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
It's taken away by Payton.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. The three-pointer is right on target.
Man, look out when Jimmy Butler feels confident and comfortable from deep.
Morant outside. Takes it in. Oh!
God. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Fires from deep. The shot comes out. Warriors shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. 5 on the clock. From downtown, traps in the tray. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Jackson gets the bucket.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Posts. And another 3 for Golden State.
Lazy defense there, guys. You have to guard the outside on inbounds plays, too. Every man has to be accounted for in those situations.
Morant outside. There's the drive. And finished off by Morant.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, Draymond Green's not going to get a ton of those, but trust me, he's loving every minute of it.
The Grizzlies on offense. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And a wide-open look for Bain. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And there's the drive. Memphis picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but all right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Derek Jones. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Eubanks in at the 5. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3, a small forward. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup. But anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. Outside Morant. From deep. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by the Clippers. And the basket by Payne.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Done. The pass to Leonard. First quarter, just over a minute played. With some arc, and the layup is good by Dunn.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, BA, but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have, it's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
Here's Leonard after the basket by Memphis on the other end. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Edey. The Grizzlies have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Payne finds Jackson over Leonard. Jackson can't get it to go.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Pass to Eubanks. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Now, Kawhi Leonard understands when and where to deliver the ball to his teammates. Pretty play.
Now Jackson. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
From deep, Payne hits a three-pointer. Payne's got 6 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Harden. Gets a nice look. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
How pretty was that turnaround? That is one of the slick moves in the business.
Jackson surveying the D. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. The Clippers lead by 4. Harden with a screen on Jackson. Pass to Harden. 54 seconds left in the opening quarter. Lets it fly from 18. The shot by Eubanks, no good. The Grizzlies have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Eubanks the screen. Here's Dunn. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Jackson finds Morant. Up and over Dunn. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Jackson. Morant's got his second basket of the game. Harden surveying the D. Eubanks up top. Back to Harden. Jones from outside. Not going to go that time. It's a tie game in Memphis. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard out there with Derrick Jones. Then there's Chris Dunn. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Harden in at the point guard. Now here's Jackson. No points so far. Pass to Edey. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got 5 rebounds in the game. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Pass to Leonard. Takes the 3. Leonard, a threat from deep.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Leonard, left side. Pass to Eubanks. The 3 is up. And it's Bane with the rebound. Grizzlies trail by 3. Jackson outside. They set a pick. Fires for 3. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got his 6th rebound on the night. Eubanks the screen. Here's Leonard. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The Grizzlies have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Jackson the screen. Outside Morant. Over Leonard. The wide open shot is on the money. Morant's got 6 points.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they've performed, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 11. Dunn outside. Driving to the basket. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone but Jackson Jr.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Eubanks. And he jams it home with authority.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Bane against Harden. There's a screen. Pass to Bane. Let's go with a 3. Jones grabs the board. The Clippers lead by 3. Here's Harden driving inside. Outside Jones. And here's Leonard. Throw it down, Kawhi.
Kawhi all business right now. Defense better get started. It's going to be a long night.
Well, Doris, whenever Derrick Jones Jr. is out there, we're all expecting a highlight from him.
Oh, there's no question. The dunk champion back in 2020. This guy is 6'6", but his hops, some of the epic throwdowns he has, oh my goodness.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Eubanks the screen. Here's Jones. Oh, he packs it down right over Jaren Jackson.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Now here's Bane. He has 6. Outside Morant. 24 seconds left to play in the half. Jackson can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Bogdanovich. This one for 3. They get it again. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Bogdanovich, no good.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Coffee. No good from outside. Grizzlies trail by 6. Endorse the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
Yeah, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Ooh, he's been hot from out there, helping to keep them in this game.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Simmons against Morant. Soft touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 5.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Wells, the pass to Morant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Simmons. Pass to Coffee. A deep 3. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead. Bogdanovich against Bane. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Simmons with it. Launches it. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Zubac. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A line change here for Memphis. Here's Pippen. 3-pointer. The rebound by Simmons.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Coffee, and stolen by Jackson. He shoots. And another miss by Memphis. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Coffee. 6 points for him. Sinks it from distance. Coffee's got 9 points now in the quarter. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Well, this is exactly where Ben Simmons looks to become assertive. The closer he is to the cup, the more dangerous he is.
Kennard for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, we're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that.
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. Coffee can't get it to go. Grizzlies trail by 13. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Out to the right wing. Here's Simmons, and it's Simmons with the jam.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves no doubt.
Kennard outside. To the inside. Huff. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Huff's gotten his first basket of the night.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Fires the 3, and it's Bogdanovich that time on the assist by Zubac.
This speaks to the level of confidence Bogdanovich possesses, looking to shoot immediately off the catch.
Here's Pippen. He's scoreless. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Coffee. It'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the floor for the Clippers, we've got James Harden, Kawhi Leonard out there with Derrick Jones. Then there's Chris Dunn, and it's Eubanks in at the 5 down low. Harden can't hit. Grizzlies trail by 14. Jackson, the pass to Kennard. Beyond the arc. And the 3-pointer goes. Kennard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Screen by Leonard. 3-pointer. Harden sends it home from 3-point land. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Timeout, timeout.
A line change here for Memphis. Timeout, Grizzlies. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. Here's Leonard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian, and it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career, but boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want.
Eubanks the screen. Leonard for 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Grizzlies trail by 15. Jackson for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Harden misses. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. There's the 3. Morant, no good. The Clippers lead by 15. Leonard for 3. The ball's knocked loose. Outside Harden. On the take. And then Harden with the jam.
Well, with that frame and that power, James Harden leaves no doubt.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. From deep paint. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Jackson finds Bain. Back to Jackson. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta. Jackson's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Jones from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Kennard on the take. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Okay, Luke Kennard, we see you rocking the rim. My goodness, a little bounce.
Jones against Kennard from outside the arc. Counted from distance. And the Clippers lead by 16.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kawhi Leonard.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Jones with a screen on Bain. Dunn with it. And Kennard picks him up defensively. Dunn's shot is good.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Morant, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. They led by as many as 18. Lets it fly. Again, the Clippers score.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Now Morant. Harden, deep three-point land. Off the mark. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel sweeter. This one
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
A lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Chris Dunn. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Drew Eubanks. Then it's Jones. And it's Harden in at the 1. And it's the Clippers ball. Jones with Butler covering. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Post. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
On the basket by Jones.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
And here's Leonard after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. Here's Dunn. Green with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
Now, he couldn't have been more complimentary about Kawhi Leonard. After some injury issues, he's now back to being the best guy on the floor most of the time. Coach said slowing him down is like trying to hold back an avalanche with a shovel. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Post. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
This man sees everything on the court. Curry just dropping dimes out there.
And that one's good, Eubanks.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Leonard against Butler from outside the arc. They get it back. Pass to Eubanks. Leonard with the ball. Harden outside. Tries again. And it's Jones laying it in. Jones has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
Payton passes to Curry. Payton with a screen on Dunn. Here's Curry, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Jones, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Leonard. Bank shot, no good. Warriors leading by 4. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Where there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the 3 from the other end.
Here's Curry, and the layup falls. Curry's got 10 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Harden. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Dunn, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Curry. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's Jones on the wing. Defended by Butler. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
Jimmy Butler.
It's on Jimmy Butler.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Harden against Curry. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Looking unstoppable. Even the foul can't hold back Curry's shot.
The Warriors shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Harden surveying the D. And Jones now atop the key. Back to Harden. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors lead by... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Harden. Jones is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Eubanks in at the 5 spot. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Here's Eubanks. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
Curry fires from way outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Here's Post. The shot missing. Jones looking for an opening. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in for Eubanks. Amir Coffey comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. And it's Ben Simmons in for James Harden. And Coffey gets it to go. Coffey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Curry. The kick outside to Butler. Shoots the 3. No good on that one. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Norman Powell's checked in for the Clippers.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Into the lane.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Coffey. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Coffey's got 6 in the quarter.
The vision for Simmons, picking out the right pass at the right time.
And stolen by Simmons. Powell, no one around him. They get the rebound. Bogdanovich. Simmons against Kuminga. Simmons can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Pass to Coffee. Here's Bogdanovich. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Here he goes. And that one, good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
They set the pick. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. The deep 3 from Hield. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Zubac with the screen for Bogdanovich. It's good from long range. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Los Angeles leading by 4. And Simmons kicks to Zubac. Pass to Powell. Back to Zubac. Puts up a 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Clippers on top.
34.
And thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Looney out there with Kuminga. Then it's Hield. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Moody in at the 3. It didn't take long for Pajemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
That one drops for him. Powell's got his first bucket of the night.
One of Simmons' best attributes is his ability to distribute.
Here's Pajemski. Another 3 for Golden State. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Bogdanovich passes to Coffee. The 3. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Coffee passes to Bogdanovich. Powell against Kuminga. Fires for 3. The shot by Powell, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in L.A. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Bogdanovich, no luck. And here's Golden State. They're on a 13-5 run here. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now.
Substitution on the court.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. He takes it in. Kuminga with a wide open look. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 4. Jones kicks to Leonard. Jones sets the pick for Leonard. A three-pointer, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stop.
Whenever it's Harden running pick and rolls, you have to stop the ball first, ladies and gentlemen, or he will get you.
Here's Pajemski, guarded by Harden. We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle, stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. It's stolen by Hield. And it's the Warriors on the break. Fires the three. Kuminga, no good. Clippers trail by 4. And now the Clippers on the break. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Hield outside. In the corner, Moody with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Moody's got 6 points.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Dunn passes to Harden. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The shot's good. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
Just an absolute ferocious score. When Harden gets a chance to score from the interior, he doesn't think twice about shooting.
Right wing. Leonard against Kuminga. Back to Pajemski. Stolen by Harden. An even 3-on-3 break. Dunn finds Eubanks. On the wing, Harden. Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Warriors ahead. They lead by 3. And 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Clippers trail by 3. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Miller. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Dunn. And it's Harden in at the point guard. The score now all even. Leonard's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers. Curry on the drive. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
That's where Curry will cross you up. If you play him to shoot, he just drives it.
Leonard sets a screen for Miller. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Butler. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Eubanks got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Miller throws it down hard.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Curry deciding where to go with it. A focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
Dunn, the bounce pass. Pass to Harden. To take the lead. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 1. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Done with it. Now Green defending. Takes a three. And it's Curry with the rebound.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
There's the triple. Curry from three.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Eubanks, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Here's Dunn. That one good for 2.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Outside Leonard. Shoots over Curry. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3. They get Stephen Curry. First one falls for him.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Amir Coffey's checked in for Miller, and he makes all 3.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
And Curry, here we go. And the wide open shot from Green. Another 3 for Golden State.
And the experience helping Green on these possessions, welcoming the chance to sink a big shot.
Butler with the steal. Here's Payton. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Pass to Coffey. And stolen by Butler. Jumps up. And Butler running the floor.
Butler on the break. You can't give him any room to run, or you might get your feelings hurt.
Here's Coffey. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Warriors leading by 7. Now Curry. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Zubac.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And Curry, here we go. Oh, Curry makes it look so easy.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
Here's Coffey. No good on the 3. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Three-pointer, Butler gets it to go from beyond the arc. Butler's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
operate to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And here's Memphis' starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Curry from deep three-point land. And it's Payne with the rebound. Launches a 3. The shot won't fall. Here's Golden State. And here's Curry. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3-ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Pass to Edey. Fires for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles. Smartly setting up another guy.
Jackson the screen. The 3 from Bane. Kept alive to the left wing. Wells, the pass to Jackson. Here's Wells. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Edey. The rebound by Post. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Payton. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Ja Morant picks one up.
Playing with passion. Butler is never scared of a challenge. A wing battles inside.
And, Coach, when we get to the playoffs, Jimmy Butler plays his best basketball.
Well, Brian, look, it's tangible. You see his numbers go up in the postseason. Butler's been the #1 option on multiple finals teams. That puts him in rare company.
And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
And that's Morant for you. Not settling. When he sees the opening, he goes for it.
Here's Curry. No luck on that one. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. The offensive rebound. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Draymond Green. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Payton with a steal. And here's Butler outside from beyond the arc, and then some. Butler's got 5 now.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
From deep, Bane. The Warriors pull it in. Post has got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Wells, the pass to Jackson. With the drive, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, my goodness. Jaren Jackson Jr., get that one trending, please.
They've got numbers. Here's Payne. And it's Memphis with another.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Drive by Curry. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Curry's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
Pass to Morant. Fires the 3. Pure from three-point range.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Curry. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. He's got 7.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much.
Jackson with a screen on Curry. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Now here's Bain. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson outside. Payton with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. And that one's good. Green.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Pass to Morant. With 1 on the clock. And then Morant with the jam.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. His fingerprints were all... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Grizzlies.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
So on the floor from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. Bain, no good. Warriors trail by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. And how about Jaren Jackson, another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Payton with a steal. And pushing it up is Golden State. The Warriors again in transition. A quick shot there. It's off target. Memphis trailing here. Here's Bain driving to the basket, and he dunks it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, the play naturally finds Jackson because he's so well positioned. He's right where his team needs him.
Butler. And Butler is there for the flush.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Tries again. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Yeah, Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Wells, that's good. Warriors trail by 6. And a deep three from Curry. Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Knocks it down from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Jackson for three. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Payton. From the arc. Memphis with a rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. The Warriors trailing. Outside heel. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second period. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Memphis basketball.
.15 seconds left in the second. Kennard against Hield. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. And so it's Memphis leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment.
Your attention to center court and get ready for the fans half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Moody is out there with Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Looney in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Looney. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Hield from outside. Huff pulls it in. Grizzlies lead by 8. From behind the arc. Nice shot by Stevens. Stevens has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Kuminga. Back to Podziemski. Three-pointer. Memphis with a rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Kennard for 3. Podziemski grabs the board. Golden State has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
There's a screen by Kuminga. Let's go with a 3. That shot, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Huff. Here's Pippen, guarded by Hield. From downtown, buries it from 3. Pippen's got his first 3 points of the game.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
4-3. Pajemski's shot is good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Oh, deflected. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Aldama outside. No good on the 3. Warriors trail by 11. Hield from outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
This is his shot. The defense must chase Hield off that three-point line.
Pass to Stevens. Into the lane. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Pajemski. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Kennard outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Kennard's got 9 points here in the second half. Golden State has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Here's Pajemski. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Memphis leading by 10. Aldama, the pass to Kennard. Three-pointer, no good. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Outside Moody. This one for 3. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
24 seconds left in the third quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
3 points.
Pippen's got 6 points. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Outside Pajemski. Outside Moody. The 3-ball. Rebounded by Pippen. Launches it from deep. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ending the quarter up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court for Memphis, we've got Santi Aldama, and it's Huff in at the 5. So Memphis ends up going with a new group, and here's Curry for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. From deep, Payne. That shot off the mark. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Curry. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Desmond Bane. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian. They've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Stolen by Bane. And here's Morant outside. The rebound by Post. Post has got 7 rebounds in the game. Curry surveys. The 3. Knocked loose. Memphis leading by 8. Pass to Edey. There's the triple. Drains the triple.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Here's Morant. He takes it in. And then Morant with the dunk.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Curry from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Outside Bane. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Wells. Jackson with a screen on Payton.
Grizzlies foul. Edey. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Warriors trail by 10. Outside Curry. Green with a screen on Morant. They get the rebound.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
The 3 from Bane. On target from range. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as...
Oh, Morant! Wow!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
And a deep 3 from Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 8 here in this quarter. Memphis leading by 12. Morant looking for an opening.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. The Warriors have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. And here's Curry for 3. Golden State with a rebound. Puts up a 3. The shot by Butler, no good. For Memphis, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Kicks it out to Bane. Here's Jackson, the reverse, and he lays it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
Fires from the wing and misses it off the right side of the rim. Bane fires from way outside. The Warriors pull it in. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Green with a screen on Morant. Curry with it, guarded by Morant. Here's Post. Misses the 3. And here's Memphis now. At one point, they led by 16. Now Curry. So it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are